to Magic Gathering Strat. I'm Dan, and this is the deck Grey Titan Jr. by Roberto. I wrote a piece, or he wrote a piece on this, and I published it on MTGO Library back on August 26th. It's now August 28th, and I'm gonna do this as my Standard Pauper video for the week after next week. So the idea here is to abuse Nantuko Husk and a lot of stuff that, especially Dutiful Attendant. We have some blue for Drowners and for Peel from Reality and for Treasure Cruise. I did of course cut the peel for Treasure Cruise and a black cat for Gary, so I have 4 Garys and 4 Treasure Cruises. But you knew I would do that, of course. That is not the original list. Please read the article on the list, because Roberto wrote a great summary and he has probably developed the deck now that you see this. But this is a first look at it. Here's an opponent. Mr. Broseph Goebbels, okay. Trying to find the article. There. Alright. We're not gonna mulligan. Keeping this. Backwater before wilds. Do you agree? If not, tell me in the comments. Broseph Goebbels. That's a bit tasteless. But I'm not for censorship, so go for it, Broseph. I'm gonna F8 because, yeah, timeout is a thing with this deck. So let's get the grind going. Too early for... No, we don't have to discard. I'm gonna sign in blood. Filling my graveyard nicely. Empty Husk is not too exciting. Against Sultai Emissary. There's an Undead Servant. Okay, so abusing Nantuko Husk is not something I'm used to. So let's see how we do that. Okay, we're scared of Exiles, but not against Mono Black. This is a match we win because of Treasure Cruise. I think we have a standoff here. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Okay. So do we actually block here to disable his... I think we do. To disable his gain by the Husk, so he can't... Husk, I mean. So he can't get around it next time. What if he got a creature? That would be horrible. I'm playing the Undead Servant now. I'm not sure it's correct. Or am I? Or am I getting more cards? No, I'm not getting more cards. I'm playing my Undead Servant. Don't want to trade here. Do I want to get Undead Servant in the graveyard at this point? He says our decks are similar. Okay, I'm offering the trade. Am I? Let's see what happens. Okay, and I'm gonna block the Husk. Draw some cards. We shall see what happens. It'll be a grind. for sure. I'm still blocking Husk. One for oneing with his manifested creature or the Husk. Seems decent. I think I'll prioritize my Signing Blood over my Nantuko Husk. Forsaken Drifters. Oh, yeah, he fills his graveyard. I don't fill my graveyard like that. Yeah, and I'll block. Does he sacrifice Forsaken Drifters then? Probably. Yes. 4 cards, an Angler. He seems more oriented towards his graveyard, which should help in this matchup. I'm just gonna Evolving Wilds here, I think. And block the Husk again, forcing him to let go. But he could get some synergy. I don't want to take 4. And I am, of course, treasure cruising next turn. Five cards in his hand. Yeah, Gurmagangler seems like a good card in the deck. I'm sure Roberto didn't put it in there for some reason. Waiting eagerly. Time is a factor, as we said, and it's now 1:30 minutes in my favor. Here comes a Gurmagangler. No Sultai Scavenger. That doesn't seem good enough, though. And another Husk. But I'll 1-for-1 with these guys. Losing my Husk seems pretty decent for the treasure cruise. And I'm of course getting a black mana. He'll probably eat his manifested creature, that is a land. No, he eats the Husk. I take 2. Sacrifice for black. See what I draw. Sultai Emissary. Well, I'm gonna get another black mana. He says he's stuck on islands, but I don't believe him. Treasure Cruise now costs 2. I can't do that. I have to let the grave guy stay in the graveyard. Undead Servant is still there. Very nice. There is my Undead Servant payoff. Sultai Emissary. So I'm gonna have 7 mana for Sultai Emissary Grey Merchant. Perhaps. Or is it Undead Servant Sultai Emissary? Use Evolving Wilds. Falling behind. Okay, what's this? It's a Sultai Emissary. Okay, no value for him. Whereas I gain value, so I can manifest. Manifest this. Play Dutiful Attendant. No, it takes 8 mana. Undead Servant, Sultai Emissary. Get a zombie. And another Revolving Wilds. For a total of 7 mana. So next turn I can Grey Merchant Dutiful Attendant. And if he doesn't attack except with a Scavenger, that's gonna hurt. Maybe I need a Husk in play. He's tapping 4 mana. Here they come. Oh, that was an even. So I'm taking 5, but that's okay. Because I'm gonna Grey Merchant for 5. Palace Familiar is tempting too. No, I think it has to be the Attendant. Grey Merchant. Swing with these two, I believe. I believe that I have enough blockers. And he's at 8. So he wins with the Grey Merchant now. But I don't think he can fit a Grey Merchant into that deck as he plays the Delve creatures instead. Here they come. If he has a Grey Merchant, it's just over. So I can sacrifice Grey Merchant, sacrifice Dutiful Attendant, get back Grey Merchant. That's tricksy. Mr. Husk. Okay, we have a pretty large attack here. We need 2 blockers. Still, but we're gonna get Nantuko Husk and Dutiful Attendant blocking. So attack with Grey Merchant, Dutiful Attendant. What if we attack with everything? We still get the 3 ground blockers. That's kind of interesting actually. Let's try that. And then if Grey Merchant and Dutiful Attendant die, we can get Grey Merchant back. I am not sure this was correct. Luckily, Roberto has written about a match like this, but I don't think he, in the article if you read it, I don't think he says how he sideboarded. Disciple of Phoenix came in. Well, this is eating his clock for sure. Let's see some blocks. What is it gonna be? So what do I take out in this matchup? Maybe I'm trading away my husks too lightly. It really wasted his clock, this attack. Broseph needs directions from the Führer. Oh, sorry, I should not go down that line. That path. Okay, we have some blocks. He's gonna sacrifice the Undead Servant, or... Okay, so he didn't leave me with the Grey Merchant kill. Now, of course, I'm in severe danger here. He's at 1. Dutiful Attendant. It all hangs on this Palace Familiar, doesn't it? And if he can kill it, then he wins. I can't do 1 damage to him somehow, can I? And I'll sacrifice the Grey Merchant and the Dutiful Attendant. See if he can deal with the Palace Familiar. He wins. Murderous Cat is not common. That's not the way. Okay. Block the 3-power creature. Block the husk. Sacrifice stuff. Sacrifice Grey Merchant. And sacrifice that guy for the Grey Merchant. This was of course unnecessary, as I could hit him for 1 anyway. And I get a card as well. And I win. Okay, this is a grind. So we need the disciples. I don't think we need anything else. Black Cat is kind of weak. Looking at this article. I'm gonna board out the Black Cats for the disciples. Do I want more card draw? I think I do want that over peel, because I'm not that keen on peel. Because of course it's great when it works, but it's a bit win more. Just a little. I prefer solid creature that's good at all times. Except when you're below 2 life. But then it's still 2/3 flyer. Okay, I got a zombie out of my Undead Servants. They seem like really bad, actually. If you want my honest opinion. The Waltz looks pretty bad too. He mulligans to 6. I'm gonna keep this as I have the Sign in Blood. Very similar to the final match that Roberto played in the tournament he won with this deck. Okay, now I can't Sign in Blood yet. I don't want to discard. Or do I want to discard? Discarding Undead Servant isn't very bad, is it? He had blue! I thought he was kidding. Wow. I think I'm gonna discard the Undead Servant. Unless I find something super good. Yeah, Undead Servant leaves us. Or Evolving Wilds. Having Undead Servant die naturally, is that better? Or I can actually get him back with the Waltz as well. It seems he's doing more work in the graveyard. But I can use the Evolving Wilds for... I'll actually... maybe an island. Yeah. I'm gonna discard an island. We're talking about where we found the decks. Rakshasa Secret. Discard 2 cards. Is it Christmas? Undead Servant and Evolving Wilds? Or Waltz, actually? Yeah, I think it's Waltz at this point. It's so useless this early. I'm just gonna go for the Cruise next turn, I think. Or for Phoenix. So I am just gonna find another swamp. As his hand is so shallow right now. And hope my Treasure Cruise doesn't get the rest. Maybe I should just Treasure Cruise. So it's done. It's a scavenger. look at that. Immediate value. Yeah, go for that. But I'm falling behind here. Treasure Cruise costs 4 now. So I think it's Phoenix. That's gonna put us at 9 life. Also, he has to stop the 5 damage a turn I can do. And my Treasure Cruise will find me a Gary. So I'm gonna wreck his hand now. Will he miss? He missed the land drop. Yes, he did. Then it should be cool. I expect some crap to be thrown in front of us. And crust. Wow. So then I'm not racing very efficiently. I still think I will take another hit. But it might be more than another hit. So I could Treasure Cruise for 4 here. But now I get to look at his entire hand. So I will do it. Husky, Emissary, Emissary. I'm not afraid of any of that. But I'm taking the Husk. And now the big question will be, do I have to Treasure Cruise away my stuff? Okay, Peel from Reality should stay in the deck because it's like my only removal. I am super removal light. And here comes the Emissaries. So we're going to block those and go cruising. Sign in Blood, Island, Wolf, Evolving Wild. Like that. Find a Gary, please. There is Mr. Gary. And we already played the cards. We can't do much else. So we are sitting pretty. And we'll have 7 mana next turn, so that's not... will they ban Treasure Cruise in Standard? I'm not sure, I'm not sure. I think it would take a lot for, maybe in Standard Pauper, but I think it would take a lot for anything to be banned in Standard. Okay, I'm taking more beats. Oh, he doesn't attack with the Palace Familiar. Oh, there could be a counterspell here. Emissary Gary. But it could be a counterspell here for Mr. Gary. Oh, just gain 6. And I think we can attack with this. No, that sucks. Should play the Husk to threaten lethal. Treasure Cruise for 7. Seems like an option. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. Oh wow, we get to discard. I think I'm discarding the Husk here. That might be a mistake. But then I can Treasure Cruise for 5. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Treasure Cruise, Husk, Dismal Backwater. Wow, Avon Palace Familiar. Do we start swinging? Think we want Grey Merchant dead, so we can bring him back. But I'll just help him out with my swings. No, I don't think I can do it. Flyer. And I'm gonna sacrifice the Undead Servant, of course. Unless I can think of something else to sacrifice. Value Party. Do I want to trade Palace Familiar for Palace Familiar? I think I do. Seems fair, doesn't it? And it gets me closer to another Grey Merchant. Eight mana. Here comes an angler that puts a stop to all my ground shenanigans. No, it's another Sultai Scavenger. Okay, I am in danger. That's where I am. Lots and lots of danger, so I have to gain life here. And Avon is death unless it finds something I can use. So let's gamble. Exploiting Undead Servant. Or do I exploit the Salty Emissary? No, I exploit the Servant. Maybe I should have gone one card deeper in the deck. Another Avon. That's interesting, at least. So now I have to block his scavengers. This is a bit this is a bit too dangerous, isn't it? Yeah, I shouldn't have boarded this guy in. I don't know what I'm looking for because I have no removal. Oh, there's the Grey Merchant. Okay. And who are you? You are Disciple of Phoenix. Okay. So Prey has no removal. Living dangerously. I have 8 life to gain here. Is that even lethal? I have to block both. I have no idea why he didn't attack. Okay, then I'm only gonna gain 6. Except that I play stuff as well. Black cat. Okay, 9 mana. What if he has a counterspell? Let's see if he does. I gain 6. And I play both Palace Familiars. Yeah. So now I only really need to find another Grey Merchant, which I could do next turn. I feel that I should attack, but it's just to no avail. Fester Gloom. Doesn't kill me. But the ground attack is pretty small. I could attack with everything. Then I get Salty Emissary, block with these two. And the Black Cat. That's not a lot. And he attacks me. And I trade these two. I'm pretty much just looking for Grey Merchant now. I feel I'm not in control here. I'm gambling like crazy every turn. Is that 3 cards for 1 blue mana? That's pretty neat. Treasure Cruise. Treasure Cruise, Palace Familiar. Salty Emissary will... Yeah, it's 1 blue mana. Didn't find it. But now I can swing with everything at least. Do I sign in blood first? He still has 7 in the air. I have to deal with that somehow. I only get 1 damage in. Where are my Pharika's Cures? Skill! Only skill in this game. Well, what can I say? Treasure Cruise, scary. Thank you for watching. And let me know what you think about the deck and what you would like to change with it and what I did wrong. Tell me the minute and second, etc. Thank you for watching, and thank you Roberto for another awesome brew.